Hi, my name is Erica Jones, and today I would like to discuss the situational leadership model or the theory. This form of leadership was designed by Paul Hershey and Ken Blaker in the late 1970s or the early 1980s. The following questions will be discussed today in this presentation. We have the definition of the leadership style, the relevance of the theory, what industries still use the theory, the challenges that arise from the theory, my personal style of leadership, and the relevance of this style in the HIMSS department. According to Latour, page 656, the situational leadership theory is a model more than a theory. It does not explain why things happen, but it offers recommendations for behaving differently under various conditions. There are 4 behavioral styles associated with each leadership, with the leadership model, We have telling, selling, participating, and delegating. There are also 4 levels of maturity that accompany each behavioral level. So let's go back to the different behavior styles. Let's talk about telling. In telling, the subordinate is unable to handle a task well. So the leader has to direct and lead in the task. Then we have selling. The leader sells the idea instead of telling the subordinate what to do. So it's kind of like persuading them into believing in this idea. Participating is when everyone in the group opinion counts. This level is very important because each member of the group's opinion is considered when it's time to make a decision. Last, we have delegating. In delegating, it involves the leader choosing or assigning different tasks to the subordinates according to the subordinate's ability to complete a task. Then I talked about 4 maturity levels that accompany each behavioral style. We have M1, and in M1, the follower lacks the required skills to complete a task. So, in other words, the subordinate cannot complete the task by themselves, or they cannot work independently. M2, the follower lacks the ability to complete a task, meaning they're incompetent in the task. M3, the follower has learned the task, but they're not confident enough yet to complete the task. And finally, M4, the follower has mastered the style or the task, and they take full responsibility for that situation. Situational leadership is very relevant in today's society. It's been around for many decades, and for that reason, it's still in use. And the reason for that is because this style of leadership is very easy to adapt to. It makes sense, and like I said, it's very easy to use. Also, in this style, the leader understands each individual on the team. A disadvantage of this style is the inability to sustain longevity or a long-term plan. A situational leadership style is really for the here and now. It's like when a situation occurs, you can solve it right away. It's something that can be used right away. Industries that are using this style of leadership are FedEx Ground. We have a place called Bantu Catalog Group, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. You have Dollar General. Nissan is also an industry that uses this type of style. One of the testimonies that I found was one that was done by Nissan, and they said that with this style, they've added more profits. Their company has received nationwide improvements. Their morale has been boosted. Their productivity and profitability have gone up, and they just gave praises for this style of leadership. In in accordance to the relevancy of this style being used in the HIMSS department, I don't think that this style would be something that would be beneficial for the HIMSS department. In a HIMSS department, we need a more structured form of leadership, a strategic style of leadership, one that requires planning, directing, and controlling. I think, like I said before, situational leadership style can be used in a day-to-day task. You can use this style if a situation occurs and you need to handle it or solve it, but I think that a more strategic type of leadership is required in regards to the HIMSS department. Now, my personal form of leadership that I would prefer, I think that I have a participative leadership style. And according to the definition, it's a style that the leader listens to the people or the followers, and the followers are motivated because of this style that the leader has developed. This concludes my presentation to you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.